for showing up late. I actually had another event about 45 kilometers from here. The solution we need to find is to the traffic problem that we have in the city. I think otherwise I would have made it on time. So, welcome to all the domain experts from various parts of India today. Firstly, I'd like to thank ASCI for hosting us, Padmanabhaya Garu, Ravikant Garu, Chari Garu, and our Special Chief Secretary, Mr. Gopal, our first citizen of Hyderabad, newly elected mayor. I'd like to congratulate him, Rama Garu, our Deputy Mayor, Baba Fasiuddin Garu, to all the officers, to all the commissioners, and I also see Mayor Nizamabad here. Also see officers of various line departments, and primarily municipal administration and urban development, our GHMC Commissioner Janardhan Reddy Garu, HMDA Commissioner Chiranjeevulu Garu. We also have our CDMA Danakishore Garu. We have Hyderabad Metro Rail, our MD NVS Reddy Garu. And to everybody else who's from out of town, I see Srimati Manisha Patankar Maiskar, the Secretary of UDD Maharashtra. And then we also have Vineet Chatwal, who's from Ernst & Young, the partner and leader. Is Vineet here? Hi Vineet. We have Mr. M.R. Venkatesh, ENC, the Engineer-in-Chief of Brihat Bangalore Mahanagar Palike. Where are you, sir? Hello, sir. We also have Sri Sudarshan, who is the Senior Manager of Tamil Nadu Urban Infrastructure Financing Limited. We also have Sri Ram, Director of Ernst & Young. Is he here? He's joining us later. We also have Mallikarjunji, Deputy Commissioner of Brihat Bangalore Mahanagar Palike. We have Dr. Vatsal Patel, Chief Town Planner, Ahmedabad Municipal Corporation. We have Sri Mahesh Babu, MD of ILNFS. He's also, he's here. Thank you. We also have Srimati Saroj Bhatgujar from Deputy Director from Janwani, Ahmedabad. So once again, welcome to all the people from out of town. Thank you for taking time, your precious time out and coming all the way to Hyderabad. Our Chief Minister and our government we very strongly believe that we need to imbibe the best practices from across the country. As Mr. Padmanabhaya had just mentioned, we want Hyderabad to be a truly global city, a truly international city. But what do we mean when we say we want Hyderabad to be a global city and international city? While on the one hand we want better infrastructure in the form of skyways, in the form of better civic amenities, etc. On the other hand, the other end of the spectrum, we also want to ensure that our citizens have a better life without street dog menace, mosquito problems, and the basics that are also taken care of. While we want improved roads, improved safety conditions, while we want Hyderabad to be a safe city, a smart city, a clean city, a green city, which is what every city obviously aspires to be, at the same time, this government is also conscious and it takes cognizance of the fact that we have to take care of the basics first before we start dreaming of big things. So, to that effect, we wanted to understand and learn from the best practices across India. Therefore, we've invited our officers from Bangalore, we've invited the Maharashtra Urban Development Secretary, we have people from Ahmedabad, we have people from other parts of the country as well, trying to understand the best practices. Couple of things that are very impressive that have been done exemplarily by other towns need to be emulated. Also, as a matter of fact, governance as it is defined in India today also needs to be better understood. The reason why I say this is because as a city, while we do get assistance from the state government and also central government, I think what we need to understand and what we need to imbibe in ourselves is essentially that each city, when we call it an urban local body, it needs to create its own stream of revenue, it needs to up its own resources, it needs to be self-sufficient, so to speak. Beyond the limits of self-sufficiency, what other projects that need to be taken up can be taken up with the help of state government, can be taken up with the help of external agencies, can be taken up with the help of central government. But as a city, I think we need to focus on getting our basics right. As a city, we need to ensure that our basics are understood, addressed, and we become self-reliant. To that effect, this is a session where we are not supposed to speak a lot. To that effect, I think we are here to learn a lot from the various specialists and domain experts who have traveled all the way from the country. But you'll have to, I'll have to request you to excuse me after a bit, because unfortunately, Our budget meeting is also lined up today itself. In fact, what has happened is this is right on the anvil of the budget. I represent 3 ministries: Panchayat, Rural Development, Municipal Administration and Urban Development, and also Information Technology. So a couple of my pre-budget meetings with our Honorable Chief Minister are lined up from afternoon today. So I'll be with you until as long as I can, as long as I am summoned. I would like to spend every single minute listening to you, understanding what you have to say. But most definitely, we promise one thing. Unlike other states in India today, Telangana is having a wonderful opportunity to make a clean slate beginning. We are a new state. We are the newest, youngest state in India today. We have this wonderful opportunity to make a clean slate beginning. We are not burdened by legacy. We do not have to worry about what has been done in the past. We do not have to worry about what has been practiced in the past. We have this wonderful opportunity to make a clean slate beginning. So therefore, we are here basically to listen, learn, imbibe the best practices, to inculcate some sense of discipline, to understand how we can raise our internal revenues, to understand also how we can expeditiously work on some infrastructure projects, because we live in a world of instant gratification. People today do not have the patience of long-term planning, 10-year visions and 25-year visions. While it is good to have a long-term vision, I think it's equally important to show perceptible change in a time-bound fashion. That's why as soon as we took office, as soon as we assumed office, we came out with a 100-day agenda after discussion with our heads of the departments. We are committed to that. At the same time, we are also committed to increasing participation of public in our governance. As was pointed out earlier, we are committed to forming neighborhood committees, area committees across Hyderabad. We want our newly elected corporators also to get oriented and ensure that their our spending of resources is in alignment of the expectations of people. We do not want to be caught in a bind. We do not want to be caught in isolation. We do not want to be in a situation where the government is doing something and the people are expecting something else altogether. So therefore, we are involving a lot of NGOs. We are going to form a lot of neighborhood committees. We are also going to ensure that our delivery mechanism is aligned with the expectations of people. So all in all, once again, thank you very much for this opportunity, and I would like to now listen in and understand more and more. Thank you once again.